Yeah, but there was you said Cole. There's only 13 chapters this time. I remember
Didn't say
you
that.
said-
Definitely
You didn't
didn't
say
when you
only.
said that.
You said you looked at the thing and you were like, "Oh, only 13 chapters this time. That's not bad."
Have a couple darts, hey?
Bod Mari Krombu Weebs. My name is Cole. His name is Mike. His name is Jay. We like anime, and this is episode 193 of AniPro. And on this week's episode, we are reviewing Wandance, the manga, which is also getting an anime adaptation later this year, I think.
In fall.
In the fall.
Yeah, like next season.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
good. Perfect. Timely.
Yes.
That's what we strive for here.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
In this case, yes. This was a deciding factor, so yes.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. So look forward to that in the second half. We're also just going to kind of have a general discussion about like dance and music and all of that stuff that I'm told you humans, all of that jazz I'm told you humans enjoy. But of course, now that all of that is out of the way. Oh no, wait. There's one more piece of housekeeping I have to do. Of course, we're YouTubers. We got to do this. Like and subscribe, of course, please. Helps the channel. Helps the channel grow. And if you're on Spotify, leave a review. However you're listening to us, we really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Right, guys? Right?
Yes.
Right? Thank you.
For real. Like it genuinely. Like, oh, gee, I almost fell on my chair there. It actually like is if you're not going to help us out on Patreon, that's like the next best thing you can do to help keep the show going. Is like show your love by actually liking and subscribing.
Yeah.
Honestly, and commenting too. We do read every comment and discuss them frantically behind closed doors. So please do.
Yes. Okay, now all of the housekeeping and everything's out of the way. How is it going, gentlemen? Jalian, how are you this fine morning?
I am exhausted. Yesterday, I was hanging out with a friend of the podcast, Zero's producer son. He was over at my place.
I figured.
And we were playing Weiß Schwarz for 10 hours straight.
Nice. Who won? That's a long game of Weiß.
Yeah.
Well, it was like 15-ish games.
Oh, okay. I thought it was one long game.
No,
you guys were like,
That's a long day too, because like with card games and like especially not any card game really, like you're like in full on like mental mode. It's like you're using a lot of like brain power all day long, and it might not be like physically exhausting, but it's like very mentally exhausing, right?
Yeah, like when he went
and
home,
I'm sure you guys weren't sitting in great chairs either, so like it's probably physically exhausting too.
Yeah. When he went home, I was like, I'm just going to bed. I'm so tired.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you did say you went to bed at midnight, so that's pretty. That's a normal time to be tired, actually.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Needed lots of glucose. That would have helped. I learned that when I was watching. Here it is. Get your bingo cards ready. When I was watching March Comes In Like a Lion, and they were like, there's like this scene where they bring in like a bunch of cakes and stuff for people. And they just like mow down on cakes because like of the your brain runs on sugar.
Yeah. I feel like that's like a classic, either like it must be a Japanese thing or something, but I feel like I've only ever seen that in anime. Whereas I feel like here it'd be the equivalent would be like someone would bring you a Red Bull.
Yeah.
You know? But they're like
caffeine here.
Yeah, we're caffeine, they're sugar apparently.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah. And then there's one scene where the guy just takes like sugar cubes and they're like, oh my God, it's pure glucose.
Yeah, this is going to go straight to the dome.
Yeah. So like, what was the record though, Jay? Who won,
who lost?
I wasn't keeping track.
He was.
So Jay lost.
Yeah.
No, I genuinely like, I don't remember.
No, Zeros is a good guy too, where he's like, even if he's like, should beat you every game, sometimes he'll like just straight up basically throw games so that you win sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's just like I find that kind of annoying, but like it's nice that he does that at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, it keeps you invested, right? Like it keeps you from just being like, let's do something else. Right.
Yeah. I hear that. I just don't I hate when You know, like in manga,
you don't want to be
like,
patron. You don't want to be like
I'm not a fan
patronized too. Yeah, I get that. I
want to grow. I want to test
Yeah.
my abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what decks were you running, Jay?
Yeah.
I was playing a lot of Fate Grand Order.
Oh, I didn't know. Were you using his decks,
No,
or do you have that one?
I have 3 decks from Fate Grand Order.
Really?
Really?
Where'd you get
Have
those?
you still been buying Weiß?
I got them last week.
So yes, is the answer.
He has been buying Weiß.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Sneaky,
Buying a dead
sneaky
card game.
snake. Yeah.
But I mean, speaking of being a sneaky snake, Cole, I think you saw something. You sent me a text the other day.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about that.
Yeah, someone sent me a friend request on Uma Musume, and the person's name was Jay Guardian.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so I'm like, I just took a screenshot of it and I texted it to Jay. I'm like, you sneaky snake. And then he said, that's not me. I'm like, what? Okay, well, I better report this. He's like, no, don't report it. I think that's Zero's producer son.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's
Confirmed it
hilarious.
to me yesterday. He is impersonating me in the AniPro group.
That's great.
I'm like, he caved.
He was like to me, if you're not gonna play if you're not gonna play Uma Musume, there needs to be someone in the AniPro thing with the name Jay Guardian. Otherwise, like the gang's not there.
I love this. That's awesome.
So he just impersonates me.
Thank you, Zeros.
Yeah. The other funny thing is, like, he changed his favorites to like, it's all Ogre Cap. It's
He's really like full going for the full identity theft. I love it.
Because I think he's a gold ship stan like me.
He would be.
He has gold ship
sure.
sleeves, by the way, like on one of his decks.
What a brilliant boy. That guy is.
Just his vibe definitely screams gold ship. So yeah, I think you're right on that one, Cole.
Yeah.
I think you're on base.
So he's committing to the bit. He's Jay.
Yeah.
He's Jay Guardian Sama.
Yeah.
Going forward. Yeah. It's nice. So I guess what Jay is asking, like, what's on my mind, right? That's kind of also.
I think that's where he was going.
That
with
was the transition.
I think so.
Okay. What is on my mind? I don't know. Like right now, I'm still kind of in that like ether of recently booking that trip. But I think it's starting to fade. You know, you get that initial like rush where you just book it, and then now I have 6 months until I actually go. So I can't be running at this intensity for the next 6 months. So I think I'm starting to kind of come down off that high where I'm not looking at hotels every waking moment that I can possibly do it.
Yeah. You could do it like I did, Cole, where you book it a month in advance and then you just don't have time to come down from that high.
I know. I've always been the kind of guy who books things
you're
well early. Yeah. And then I get anxious about it. And then I'm like, am I really going to go? Am I actually going to go? Like, what if something happens? And it's like, well, no, I've booked the flights. Even if I got to sleep on the ground, sleep in the streets of Tokyo and Osaka, so be it.
You could get for our trip, we got the trip cancellation insurance. It was like actually pretty cheap, actually.
Yeah. I
just
think
in case like you lose an arm or leg in the next 6 months.
Yeah, well, cat's out of the bag from our Cosmos review. Like, I'm an insurance broker, so
yeah,
of course I have that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just in case something happens. But it's always like every time my buddy Liam, who I'm going with, calls me at work, I'm like, oh, this is it. He's going to be like, I can't go. But it's usually just some bullshit.
He's just like, hey, I've been playing this Tekken game.
Yeah. No, he's been playing WoW lately. Tekken's apparently like dead.
He only plays bad games.
Yeah,
it is a little
Tekken's apparently dead. Like they've really like kind of fumbled the most recent updates. So like every Tekken player I know, which is 2, says like they don't play. Yeah, they don't. Well, they're very good Tekken players though. Like the one guy I work with is like one of the best in the country.
Yeah,
and he's even like, yeah, I deleted the game. I'll like they're just not playing it. Yeah.
That's kind of like the fall off of Tekken needs to be studied, I guess, eh?
Yeah,
like,
but
that's crazy.
When you talk to Tekken players, they all say the same thing, how much they hate Tekken. And it's like, you'll be back. You'll be back.
Anyone who's like good at a certain game, they're just like, I hate this game.
Yeah. Especially like, I feel like you hear that always about like Dota, or you hear that about like WoW, or you hear that about, actually, usually people praise WoW. People love WoW.
Mostly Dota,
I think it's
League
the competition.
League of Legends is what I was searching for.
Yeah, the competition aspect of those games where it's like, it's not fun anymore. Like it becomes like
sweaty.
Work. Yeah. Too sweaty.
Valorant, I hear people say that about too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get a summoning salt video on Tekken in like a couple weeks. Don't worry.
That would be terrific. No competitions for Farming Simulator yet. So I'm still.
What would the competition be?
Yeah,
who can farm the best farm? I guess. I don't know.
You can do that in real life.
How big can you make your farm quick? What would a speed run of Farming Simulator be? How long it takes you to buy all the land?
Well, the one time I played it, I played it was just like, how fast can you drive your combine into the grain silo? And then I turned off the game. So that was speed run for me.
Tractor
Jay, what were you gonna
How
say?
fast can you get your first tractor?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could just start
with one. Yeah.
Or you can start with 0, which is kind of the way that I've been playing it recently.
How do you do that?
You got to like take out a loan.
Oh.
You got to take out a loan and then buy like little crappy tractors and just start small and get bigger and bigger.
Oh.
Yeah. It's the fun. I think that's the fun of it, because you get to a point where your farm is so big where it's like, okay, it's getting monotonous. Now I'll just start a new one from scratch.
This is just too close to real farming now.
The cycle becomes my
self-driving combine, and it goes and harvests the field for me. And
well, all tractors now are self-driving in Farming Simulator 25. It's got the GPS mode, so you can just like all your lines are perfectly straight now. It's but like the cycle becomes too long. Like you harvest and then you plant, and like the whole thing takes like 3 hours, and then start all over again. But I have horses now in Farming Simulator, so I'm raising horses. So
horses?
That's something.
Have you named them after Uma Musume characters?
No, the game, I could, but the game automatically gives them names. So I got Harry, I got Daisy, I got Zeus, and Opal. Those are my 4 horses.
Those are good horse names, I'd say.
Horse names, yeah.
Those are the 4 horsemen of Cole's farm.
Those are the 4 horses of Cole's farm, and Harry is a white horse. I was going to name it Ogre Cap, but I kind of liked Harry.
Nice. Oh, what was Gandalf's horse's name? That'd be a good name for it,
Shadowfax.
Shadowfax. That'd be a good name for it.
That would be a good name. Yeah, I should start naming them, because they're going to start breeding soon, so I'll give them all.
What about like Epona, or like
Epona? That would be a good one.
What's Geralt's horse's name from Witcher?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know enough.
That's
about
too deep in the lore.
Yeah. There was one horse in Zelda I named Horse, but like I spelt it like WHORSE.
That's not
Roach.
horse.
That's its name.
That's
Roach.
Oh yeah, Roach.
Okay, that's a good one. That is a good one. Yeah, I'll just name them all insects. Roach, stick bug, praying mantis,
grasshopper.
Yeah, caterpillar is not an insect, Jay.
What?
Caterpillar's not an insect.
Yes, it is.
No, insects have 6 legs. Hold on. He's thinking.
Yeah, he's thinking.
I think they metamorphosize into an insect, because like a butterfly or a moth is an insect. But I think a caterpillar is like a larva, technically.
I think you might be right.
Yeah. They're
Insects.
just big larvae.
This is a great. I've never thought of this.
Because like arachnids, like spiders, are insects.
Again.
Yeah, they have 8 legs.
Yes, caterpillars are insects. They're the larval stage of butterflies and moths.
Okay, yeah.
So we're both correct on that one.
We're both correct. We're both right. And that's the best
you're right
kind
to
of
question that, though, because they do have more than 6 legs.
And they're not like segmented like a normal insect. They don't have the head, thorax, and what were the 3 segments of a bug?
Oh.
Thorax.
You know what the distinction is, Cole?
What?
You know the little bumpy legs that you're thinking of? They're not really legs.
Oh, they're just like protrusions.
Kind of.
They're just pods.
Okay. They're just pods. They're just magic.
Yeah.
It says they usually do have 6 like real legs, and then they have the little bumps for stickiness, basically, to stick to things.
Interesting. Segments of an insect. See, this is why people come here and listen to this podcast.
For the insect facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better than the usual anime insect. I mean, you know.
Abdomen. Yeah.
Abdomen.
Obviously. God, what an interesting road we've traveled down here. Mike, continue our journey for us, please. What's up with you? How are things?
I was wondering how long you were going to keep just naming parts of an insect before you threw it to me.
I could keep going.
Well, I'd prefer you didn't. I'd prefer you didn't, though. Antenna. Yeah. We both came up. Look at that. We both came up with antennae same time.
What's their mouth called? Proboscis?
No, that's proboscis is the thing that like it has to come out of their mouth, I think.
Yeah, like a mosquito or a butterfly.
Yeah. The thing they stick into you and suck your dirty little blood. Yeah. What's new with me? Still unpacking. You can't tell from behind. Like last week I wasn't green. This week I am green, which is a good thing, right? We're back to being green, baby. I have things in my studio now which are like actually taking shape. I suspect next time you see me, I will have a backdrop again, which will be nice. I'll be a little more set in my ways. I was off work all week this week, though, because my daughter got sick. And you
got sick.
I got sick, too. Yeah, we got so we moved to the country, right? Mm-hmm. And one thing that comes with living in the country is you don't really want to drink the well water, especially in our case, because we live like kind of close to a farmer's field. So I personally wouldn't recommend drinking that water because you don't know what's seeped into it, right?
Yeah, water's could go either way. I don't like the taste of well water either. It's it's very like minerally.
Yeah, and it's just not advisable in several layers, right? And so what do? You buy a water cooler, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I bought this water cooler from Costco, and it was shipping to my house. And then my coworker was like, "Hey, by the way, I that's weird. I have the exact same one. We don't use it anymore because we bought it because the town they live in, had bad water. We didn't like it, and then they upgraded the pipes, and now the water's good, so we don't use it." He's like, "Do you want it?" And I was like, "Yeah, why not? Right?
Yeah, sure.
I'll clean it out and fire her up and have her good to go." And then I got it home. It looked in really good shape. I'm like, "Oh, cool." So I ran a cycle through it of like bleach and vinegar and stuff like that just to clean it out. Yeah, and then I drank out of it.
Okay.
And then I puked my guts out because there was something. I assumed that there's some kind of bacteria inside of it, and it just didn't. Me and my wife were both just literally like projectile puking this water out of us. It was not good.
Did you like go to a doctor over it? Like, did they do you got a tapeworm now or what?
Why would I go to a doctor? What are they going to tell me? You're sick. Yeah,
that's true. No, I mean, like, what if you got like a parasite or something from this old water cooler?
I'm like 80% parasite already. It'll be like parasite death match inside me. What's going to happen? That's true. Right? Yeah. The strongest will survive, and then they'll make me stronger.
The two tapeworms will fight, and then one will survive. Yeah, that's true.
But like, I did look it up, and you can get like very seriously, like, it's very, very sick from that. So yeah, I probably should have went to the doctor.
Well, you feel better now, so
I feel better now. So, it's in hindsight, it's all okay. It's all okay. We're all good.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. I've been watching a travel YouTuber called Small Brained American.
Okay.
Again, in anticipation for my trip, and like he's got this thing where like he'll get sick, and his move is to just go to sleep. Like, I'll just sleep it off, no matter what it is. Like, I'll just go to sleep and I'll wake up fine. Of course, that doesn't usually work, but
it kind of is a goated strat, to be honest with you, because like the rest helps you feel better sooner. I find when I'm sick, right?
Yeah, but he says like he's just gonna die in his sleep one day.
Yeah, that's the inevitable. But that's not a bad way to go either, honestly.
No, that's
painless.
I'd rather do that. Yeah, just go
top 10 ways to go. I'd put in your sleep up there pretty high, I think, even.
Probably pretty high, yeah. The other one would be emulsified by a vat of acid, I think would be a peaceful way to go.
I'd say self-sacrifice. Like, just how cool it would be. Like, you know,
Like a martyr?
Like,
It's like,
you
no,
know,
go on without me. I'll hold him off.
Yeah.
It's like that's what is that, King Kong, where the guy's like, I'll hold him off, and he just dies immediately. It's like a joke. He's got like a bunch of grenades, and they like the monsters just run past him, and he blows up and does nothing.
Oh, that's funny. I don't remember. I kind of remember that. Is that from like the?
I think that's from the more recent one, Skull Island. Yeah, not the old one. Maybe it is the old one. I don't know. I get them mixed up.
Oh, King Kong movies are fun.
Or like dying in a sword duel. That's pretty sick.
Oh,
yeah, that'd be pretty sweet, but that'd be very painful. I feel like that's like you're forgetting about the pain aspect here. That's going to be an awful way to go.
But like the honor and how cool it would look like to your friends, just being like, yeah, he died in a sword duel.
That is kind of cool. Or like a shark attack.
Yeah, a shark attack would be something.
Like how many people do you know that died in a shark attack?
Zero. I don't know any. Yeah. I don't know any.
Definitely not still kicking around, that's for sure.
Or like Jonathan Kent in Man of Steel, where he dies in a tornado and tells Superman, "Don't save me.
Don't save me," even though you totally could, and no one would even know.
You're literally Superman.
Okay, not to get into the Superman thing. That scene drives me nuts because it's like there's two options. Either because what's he saving? It's like a dog or something, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Pa Kent.
Yeah.
Either you could go in and likely die, or you could send Clark in. He won't die. Yeah. But like if he made it through, people would be like, "Oh wow, that's an incredible story." But like, why did he go in and leave Clark? Who's let me be clear. Now let me be clear. Clark Kent. He's Superman. I don't know.
What?
I know. He could have just.
Do people know about this?
No, that's why we got to keep this on the DL. We don't want people.
Cool.
We don't want this getting out. Oh no! Oh no!
Anyway.
Yeah. No, that sucks about you being sick, but I'm glad that you're feeling better.
Frankly, I unlocked a new level of health too, because like being very sick yourself while also dealing with a sick like 1-year-old baby is just like the extra level of hell, because they need like imagine this. Imagine you're sick, like you know when you're sick and you like literally can't move, like you're like
you don't want to.
I have zero energy. Yeah, you don't want to do nothing. You don't want to even get up to like go to the bath. You just want to lay there and just rot.
And then you have a 1-year-old child that relies on you to help them with their sick needs.
Right. Relies on you 100% for everything. And it's like, and also is sick and super needy, like even more needy than usual too, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you actually have to step up more than you normally would.
Yeah.
New level of hell. It was like, I just want to rot, man. I just want to rot.
I'm assuming she was she sick from the water too, or did she?
No, she got sick before the water incident. Actually, we did the water thing to ourselves after. But
are you sure it was the water? Then you just didn't get it from her.
Yeah, positive, because we like healed up. The thing that you can tell with like food poisoning versus stomach bug is like how quickly your symptoms clear up and how much you puke, right? Mm-hmm. So I puked the one time, and then Shazana puked a little more than me, but like. It cleared up super quick. We were like pretty well fine the next day. Your stomach's a little upset, but it was like if it was a flu or something, it'd take a couple days, and we didn't get fevers.
Yeah, and you'd have other symptoms. Yeah, exactly. Are you still have that water cooler? You're still drinking out of it. Like it's not that you got better; it's that you just got used to whatever's in it.
We got the new water cooler already. We stopped drinking out of it.
Can I have that old water cooler then?
Yeah, I'll give it to you. No, actually, I have a scam involved with the water cooler, but that's for. I'll tell you guys after the plan, the great scheme. But the baby got a thing called hand, foot, and mouth. If you've ever heard of that, it's this new.
I've heard of that. Yeah,
it's an awful little disease that's apparently just inevitable for babies these days, or like little kids.
It's also very contagious.
Yes, it's like freakishly contagious, and like as soon as people like. We had like a bunch of plans that weekend that she got it, and we were like, yeah, we think it's hand, foot, and mouth. We're not sure if we should. We don't think we're gonna come. And then they're like, yeah, stay the hell away from me right now. Like, don't come around me. I'm not coming to you.
Come near me, you leper.
Literally though, because it like causes like basically like pus-filled blisters on the hands, mouth, and feet, and like diaper area.
Yeah.
And like, who wants like that's zombie nightmare type stuff? Like that's
yeah. Is she better?
And in the
now?
mouth, like in the mouth.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
She's
Not
better
good.
now though.
She's better now though, so we're all good. We're all better now. I think she might be able to go to daycare again this week, so that's good. That's why I was off all last week because she couldn't go to daycare, which is like kind of cool because you basically get this like if you have a sick kid, you kind of get this like cheat card to not go to work. Yeah. You get like, I guess I'm just on vacation this week.
Yeah, for a little baby like that, for sure. Yeah. So yeah, she can go back to daycare and then inevitably catch some other.
Yeah, because it's just a cesspool.
Yeah.
They're all just walking around, putting their mouths on things, putting their hands in their mouths, and
stay tuned for chicken pox.
Yeah,
that's gonna happen. And usually, you know what? You don't hear about chicken pox that much anymore. I think they might have. I think there's a vaccine against it. That like,
there is a vaccine. I'm vaccinated.
I don't think you get it anymore. Yeah.
I don't know. Apparently, I didn't get.
I never got chicken pox, so like I had to be vaccinated.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because I know getting chicken pox as an adult is like actually like you can get seriously messed up.
Yeah.
I never got chicken pox. I don't know. My mom tells me like, no, you didn't get chicken pox. You got measles. It's like, I think those are two different things, Mom. But whatever.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that one, Barb.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's probably about all that's on my mind. I'm looking forward, like like everything's coming into shape around here, which is nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Cole, you'll be excited to learn that I spent this weekend building a nice fire pit.
Ooh.
In the yard.
Yeah, come out there.
We'll have to have a fire sometime.
A little visit. A little visit. Rip your tractor around.
Rip the tractor around. Throw on have a nice big bonfire. Cut down a whole bunch of branches. So I'll have a nice big ripper. Ooh. It'll be good. Have a couple cold ones by the fire in the yard.
In the yard. Yeah. Well, it's starting to cool off at night now too,
Yeah, fall season is peak campfire time. Bonfire.
It was chilly last night too. I don't know if you guys.
Was it? It was raining like crazy here yesterday, like all night. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't go
outside. I was inside all day. I don't know.
Yeah, you're locked into Weiß Schwarz. You probably didn't even know the outside world existed.
Yeah.
No. I was just dealing ridiculous numbers of damage and healing and just winning games and crushing.
Nice.
Also, you were playing Weiß Schwarz.
Yeah. Crushing copious amounts of iced tea.
I was gonna ask what the food and water situation was like for you animals playing Weiß Schwarz.
We had chips, pizza, iced tea, and then like later in the day we had chicken burgers.
Nice. That's like a pretty solid combo, actually.
Yeah, that sounds good. Thanks for the invite, by the way. That was
you don't play really Weiß Schwarz anymore.
Because nobody wants to play it. Everybody always says like, "Oh, it's a dead game."
Well, if you want to play next time, I think I'm going to Vince's on Friday. So
I'm out of town.
There you go. Well, there you go.
I'm out of town this weekend. My parents are going to some family reunion, which again I wasn't invited to. That's totally fine though. And somebody's got to take care of all of the farm animals, so I've got to feed the chickens and the ducks and the turkeys.
You shouldn't be complaining about this. You get to literally live your simulator dream, your farming sim dream.
I texted my dad. I'm like, do not cut the grass. I want to drive the tractor around.
Yeah, 100%, honestly.
Yeah.
Also, it'll like kill like probably a couple like hours of time too. It's fun. It's fun.
That was the last time I was out. I got sunburnt so bad because you're mowing the grass and it turns into like a 4-hour thing because their yard's so big.
It's big and like there's some part of like your inner like masculinity gets unlocked and you're just like, I'm gonna do a damn good job cutting this grass. My lines are gonna be clean.
Yeah, you're done. You look back and it's like, ooh. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. And you got your earbuds in, you're just listening to some 90s country music.
Oh, yeah. There you go. You're going full country boy. Look at you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I got to get some sunscreen though for this weekend.
Cool. Maybe a big hat. Maybe a big hat.
I'm so tired of being
sunburned.
straw
sun hat and a piece of wheat for your mouth.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And a bucket.
I look forward to the update in the Discord of Cole on the tractor. We'll send tractor pics to each other, bro.
Yeah. Yes, we will.
Oh, you got the
you got a
the
nicer
Deere
one, though.
X570. Ooh, nice.
No,
Dual
you got
posi track?
the nice JD. My dad's just got the Cub Cadet, which is it's a nice
Nothing wrong with a Cub Cadet.
No. It's all right. I could take the big one out though, the big Massey, but I think I'd crash it.
Yeah, then like the thing is like tractors get very expensive very quickly, and it's often proportional to size. So don't take the big one out.
I'll take the lawn tractor out, not the not the full on tractor.
Yeah,
to cut the grass.
That's sort of what my dad did here. Is he had like the fairly large tractor to cut the grass,
the Kubota or whatever he's got.
The Kubota,
yeah. I think we said we were going to talk about music, but I feel like this kind of
I feel like it spiraled out of control, honestly.
Really quick then, I guess, just because I did tease it. Favorite, like, I don't know, Mike, favorite music video. Like, what do you think of when you think of like a cool music video?
Come back to me.
Okay.
You got one?
Jalen, do you like music?
I do. And like the moment you said music video, the first thing that came to mind was Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Me obviously.
Too. Me too, actually.
That's kind of...
that's not my favorite video.
It's not, but it like you have to talk about it. Right?
Yeah, it's like
gotta talk about.
It's an iconic music video.
Iconic music video, iconic dance. You know, everybody knows the Thriller dance. Not well, but everybody knows. You know the thing.
Yeah.
I should go watch that because it is good and it's like long. It's like a half hour.
It's
long,
like a little
movie. Yeah. It's cool.
The other one that I really like is just gonna stay in Michael Jackson's realm because like he has good music videos.
Oh, of course.
Smooth Criminal is also
Smooth Criminal is really good. Yeah. Beat It's good. Billie Jean is a good music video with like the lighting up like pads under him as he's walking. Yeah, really cool. Like, I love the 80s for music videos because it was like everybody was super experimental, trying out different stuff. Aha, Take On Me. With the animation and the, I mean, that's more of a traditional music video, not really the dance side of things, but.
Never Gonna Give You Up for another, like, classic one.
Yeah. 90s had some good ones too, like some Backstreet Boys videos, NSYNC videos.
I do feel like. Maybe because it's mostly because I'm old, but I feel like the other day I was watching a bunch of like music videos on YouTube. Like instead of just having Spotify on, I threw on a bunch of like a music video playlist on YouTube. I was like, this is kind of nice. Like I missed watching music videos a little bit. Like there's something about
turn
music
on like
video
Much Music, turn on Much Music or MTV in the States. Coming home from school. You just watch music videos. Yeah, me and Cody Bot used to do that. Yeah,
but like I feel like music videos don't get hyped anymore, and especially like in the West. Like I was watching mostly like K-pop and J-pop.
Yeah, I was gonna say like K-pop is kind of bringing the music video back at least, but like they're not really like it's its own thing. Where like music videos, well, I mean they kind of were at the time too, but like now you've got to go seek them out. There's not really a channel. There's not an MTV or a Much Music where you would just go and watch music videos.
Yeah, you have to. YouTube is the answer, I think.
Yeah. Like you used to every week, it would be, they would go through like the Billboard countdown and play the music video. Now it's not a thing anymore.
And I just feel like we just don't like artists these days, at least in the West, don't care about the music video at all.
Nah.
So they don't put as much effort into it. Honestly, like a lot of the times you go to watch like a video for a popular song, it'll be like, oh, it's just a lyric video.
Yeah, I hate
or
those.
Visualizer or something.
I think like at the same time, like there isn't really such a thing as like the most popular song anymore. Like everyone kind of has their own niche now.
Yeah, there still is like, the Billboard top 100 or whatever, but like why would anybody listen to that now? Like we're all kind of just like you said, we all got our niche, we got our playlists, we just listen to what we want to listen to. That's why the radio's dying too, right? Like,
I've heard that's kind of stuff like called like NPC music because it's just like it like nobody really is gonna like go out and put on like, oh, I really want to listen to like what's even the number one song on the Hot 100 right now. Let's find like
it's probably some TikTok song usually.
Yeah, no, TikTok like totally influences.
It's really
all that
funny
stuff.
that you say NPC music though. We have like a Spotify playlist at work for like music to play for our clientele. And like it is the most like I don't actually listen to music, but I have to pick music playlist.
Muzak.
Because like it's not Muzak. It's just like it's actual songs. It's just like like it's songs that are just like I guess these are fine, but like Ed
Sheeran.
Yeah. It's like the most like normie music.
Yeah. NPC
okay.
music.
Actually, these are good songs for the most part. That I'm looking at the top 100. The number one song on the list right now is "The Subway" by Chappell Roan.
Yeah, Chappell Roan's big. Yeah.
Daisy's Justin Bieber, "Ordinary" by Alex Warren. That one I don't like, but that's
Justin Bieber still makes music.
Yeah, apparently. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't listen to music though. Like I listen to my music, but
you don't listen to modern music, I would say. Like
no. Like right now I was kind of talking like going through the 90s country. Mike, you talked about it like a number of months ago when the weather started getting nice. You were listening to that too. It's just something about summer. I just want to listen to like some good old boys, you know, the girls.
The cool thing I like about like as I've kind of gotten into the deep dive on the K-pop, like I feel like you know how like anime seasons are structured. How like they'll be like this is the hot thing for the season, and like there's always something new kind of coming out, and like there'll be like there's like a whole production around it kind of thing. I feel like they copied that formula for K-pop releases as well. So like they'll be like this is the song right now, and then next week there'll be another song. But like when I look at the example of like today's top hits playlist here, like that Alex Warren song's been on there since February. It's number 3 still. Like I feel like when you come back to this list, it's the same songs. There's like they'll slip in a few new ones, but like for the most part, it's like the same 15 songs with 5 or so that change a little bit. Yeah. Whereas I kind of like the variety that you get by going with like seasonal anime or K-pop or something like that. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean, yeah, you want to change it up because you do get bored of listening to the same music all the time. Yeah. As for music videos, I kind of haven't really said what I really liked. You know what's a good music video that I'm unapologetically, it's one of my favorite songs, is Speed of Sound by Coldplay. Love that music video.
That's it's a good music video.
Love that song. And also, because it kind of reminds me of it, is remember Souvenir from Bump of Chicken? That's a cool music video too, where they're like standing in front of that big screen and it's like the time lapse of like traffic through Tokyo. That's a cool one too. You know, I don't know. I just like the big screen behind them and they're just playing. It looks cool.
And
it looks cool.
I mean, you got to bring. Speaking of Bump of Chicken, you got to bring up Gotcha. I mean,
yeah, for sure. Yeah. Again, it's like a mini movie.
Yeah,
I kind of like that.
Those are the best ones, kind of. Oh,
yeah.
I do have a gripe against music videos, though.
Okay, yeah.
I hate when you're watching a music video and like this is. I know this is a bad take as I'm saying it because some of the best ones we've just mentioned do this, but I hate when a music video has like it'll like stop the music, and then do like a little like skit or like an acting bit. And it just ruins the whole flow of it. I don't know.
I think it depends on what you're trying to do. Like Thriller, I'll forgive Thriller. But like Thriller's a whole different thing. Like it's not even the song Thriller.
It's not the song. It's like a movie.
It's completely edited. Yeah. So it just goes through all of the verses and then it does all the choruses at the end of the music video. And there's little skits in between and stuff. But like that's a completely different thing. What I immediately thought of, Mike, if you remember the music video for Wake Me Up When September Ends.
Yes.
Green Day. Yeah. Where it like stops midway through and it's like, what is happening?
I don't care. Just play the song, man. Just play the song.
Yeah. No, for sure. Good take. Yeah.
I'm thank you.
Song by Tatsuki Fujimoto.
Yeah. I think we've met our obligations in our music talk here. It went over my head, Jay. I'm just gonna.
You're right, though, Cole. We did tease it, so we should discuss at least.
Yes, we couldn't just.
We should.
Well, we did tease something else that we'll be talking about after. We did.
Yes, we teased our.
I'm so excited from all this teasing. I might want to dance.
Come back for the second half. Mike will perform an interpretive dance to describe how he feels about this.
Okay, I'll turn the lights behind me onto strobe mode like Cole's, and then I'll do a little dancey dance.
So look forward to that right after this break.
Welcome back, AniPro listeners. This is your host, Mike, flying solo for this segment. I know. Where are Cole and Jay? Well, to be honest, I couldn't trust them with this. This is serious stuff. We're at the midpoint of the show, and you're probably thinking about what game you're going to grind later or what episode of new anime you want to watch next. But I've got something to share that's even better than getting that rare gacha pull or finding the final volume of your favorite manga. It's a way to get a taste of Japan delivered right to your door. I'm talking about the dynamic duo of snack subscriptions, TokyoTreat and Sakuraco. First up, TokyoTreat. If your idea of a perfect day is binge-watching anime with a mountain of snacks, this box is for you. This month's theme is Summer Matsuri Snack Fest, and let me tell you, it's a festival in a box. I'm talking about snacks that are as wild and fun as a festival episode in a slice-of-life anime. You've got your orange chocolate Kit Kats, because we all know Japan has a lockdown on the best Kit Kat flavors. I'm talking about a zesty, chocolatey little glow-up. But then, of course, you got your Ramune gummies, which are perfect for a classic little fizzy kick to the taste buds. But wait, there's more. Remember that one anime when they were eating that tasty little snack at the street food stall at the festival? Well, the Don Don Yaki crackers are like a crunchy, savory callback to those moments. And for the real snack connoisseurs, you've got Awa Melon Soda, which is bubbly, bright, and way more exciting than that one melon-flavored mystery candy you find at the bottom of a convention goodie bag. It's a full-on sugar rush. But wait, I can hear you saying, Mike, listen, I'm a little bit more cultured. Maybe you're into the aesthetics of a beautifully crafted tea ceremony. Or maybe you just like twirling your mustache and laughing at your hoard of wealth. I don't know. But you're a fancy person, and you want fancy things. That's where Sakuraco steps in. It's like TokyoTreat's sophisticated older sibling. This month, they're taking you on a journey to Okinawa. And it's not just snacks, it's an experience. You're not getting the stuff you can find at every convenience store. You're getting artisan treats from local makers who have been perfecting their craft for generations. Think of the honey plum, a treat that sounds like something you'd find in a high-end gift shop. Or the Beni Imo Pie, a delightfully delicate pastry made with Okinawan purple sweet potatoes. A snack so exclusive, you'd have to travel all the way across the world to find it somewhere else. I'd try to share, but I'm pretty sure Jay would fight me if I tried to give you any. And my personal favorite, the fried seaweed with a mellow gorgonzola cheese seasoning. It's a snack that will challenge your taste buds in the best way possible. Plus, every Sakuraco box comes with a lovely piece of houseware that you can display or use or do whatever you want with. This month, you get a beautiful hand-picked ceramic cup or bowl from Bloom, located in Gifu Prefecture. Every month with Sakuraco truly is a delight. So, whether you want to power up your snack game with the wild, modern flavors of TokyoTreat, or you want to unlock a whole new level of tradition and sophistication with Sakuraco, there is a box for you. Stop living vicariously through screens and start your own culinary adventure. So, go to our episode description and click the link next to the Sakuraco and TokyoTreat and use code AniPro, ANIPRO, for $5 off your first box. That's $5 off your first box using code AniPro, ANIPRO. Thank you again to TokyoTreat and Sakuraco for sponsoring this episode. Now, let's get back into some more AniPro goodness, and I'm going to spend the rest of my break chowing down on this delicious, delicious box from TokyoTreat and Sakuraco. And I will absolutely not be sharing with Cole and Jay.
Jay, it's
Welcome
yours.
Welcome back to AniPro.
I love you.
Yeah, you guys for the listeners.
You know what else we love? We love to dance. And with our love to dance, we read a manga that's getting an upcoming anime adaptation known as Wandance this week, and that's what we're going to talk about in the second half. So typical review format, we're going to talk about some points that we thought of, hopefully try and recommend it to you, whether or not you like it, and give our thoughts and ratings and things like that. And then we'll get out of here.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think that's a swell plan, Jay. We should write that down.
Yeah, we should put that like in our little like podcast doc with like kind of a rough outline of what we're going to talk about. You should, we should do that.
That would be nice. Yeah. That would be nice. But if this is your first time checking out our reviews, we do have a very unique rating system with different ratings going from certified would be like the best thing you can give it. Basically means like if you're gonna read this or you're gonna watch this, depending on if it's a manga or anime, you're gonna like it. Tickles our jimmies means we liked it. Consider it. We're telling you. You should consider checking it out.
Yeah.
Would have dropped it. Pretty self-explanatory. And why? Why did we read this?
Why did we read this?
Yeah. It's really like it's our rating system and our like our ratings are kind of set up to be more like recommendations almost. Like what do we recommend? Like what do we think of this one? Sort of.
What we think about it.
A little more ambiguous, which is nice. I like it.
Yeah, sums up our feelings rather than a number scale.
Yeah,
and it sort of roughly correlates to a 1 out of 5 scale too, but not 100%.
It's more fun. We're fun here.
Yeah, we're kind of like the fun, cool uncle that just comes in with these crazy rating systems.
We're loosey goosey.
Derails Uncle Jay's intro to this segment. I didn't realize. Are we supposed to, I knew the person who's reviewing, like the review meister, is supposed to like lead the review. I didn't know they were supposed to come back from break too. Sorry.
No.
This is a new thing for me.
Oh, yes. Jay and I talked about it before. I said, Jay, you're the guy. I don't. It's too early.
Okay.
I used up all my intro juice for the first half.
I'll just do the ending. Is what Cole said. So it's like, all right.
Sure. Yeah. Honestly, like I feel like we're all pretty capable hosts here.
Yeah, I think so.
We've been doing this for a while.
Yeah. For a while.
We know what we're doing.
Kick her off, bud.
Let's jump into this review, shall we?
And also, don't worry, we're not going to spoil nothing.
Oh yeah. No, we're not gonna. We read the first 3 volumes. So.
Yeah, we did read the first 3 volumes, so that would be chapters 1 to 13.
And once again, you guys tricked me. He said, "Read the first 13 chapters, Cole." I'm like, "Oh, excellent! There are only 13 chapters. I don't got to do much reading."
Cole,
you fall for this every time.
Yeah, I know.
You blame us, but you're tricking yourself.
I put too much faith in you guys. I should really
Cole,
second guess you guys.
If we said you're reading the first 3 volumes, no matter what.
Yeah, but there was you said Cole. There's only 13 chapters this time. I remember
didn't say that. Definitely
didn't say only.
You said that.
You said you looked at the thing and you were like, "Oh, only 13 chapters this time. That's not bad."
I remember Jay set me aside. He said, "Cole, there's only 13 chapters this time."
This never happened.
Okay, maybe it was Mike then. Maybe it
probably was me actually. I think I do remember that. I think I did remember. I sat you down, give you a kiss on the forehead, and looked you in the eyes and said, "Coley, baby, it's only 13 chapters this time."
Yeah.
Were you sitting in his lap too? Like,
of course.
Yeah, I was sitting. Yeah, like with my feet were like behind him, and like I was sitting in his lap, facing him, arms behind his head.
Yeah,
like,
don't ask how we got in that position.
Yeah. It was just we happened to be in that position. Yeah.
I heard about this conversation after.
Yeah, exactly. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Shazana actually asked me recently. She's like, why is it always like a random, like how many chapters are you reading this? I'm like, oh, it's like 13. And then she's like, well, it's always different. I'm like, that's why we do the volumes, because the volumes are like consistently about 200 pages. So for every review we read about 600 pages. Yeah, essentially is kind of how it works out. Yeah, chapters. Some volumes have like 10, 11 chapters. Some have like 4, like these ones. So it's
we just feel like we get a good sense for the manga if we read.
It's almost as though a monthly series has longer chapters than weekly series. Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that is why that does happen, but this is a better way to get it's a better yardstick to use.
Yeah. You get a better sense for what's going on in the manga. Okay, Jay. I think we're done derailing.
Speaking of better sense for what goes on in the manga, whose manga was this? And can you tell us what this manga is about?
I think.
Yes, Jay, that is me. I'll speak to this. I nominated this one for us to review, kind of like I said in the beginning, where the main impetus for me nominating this one was that I knew it had an anime coming out soon. I knew it was kind of beloved. Really never heard anyone say anything bad about it, to be honest with you. So I figured, and I remember Jay speaking about it several times as well. I don't remember if you were saying that you had wanted to read, like if you had wanted to read it, or if you had already read it and you liked it. And I don't remember exactly what the nature of your hyping it up was, but you definitely had brought it to my attention.
Remember that that top 10 2025 anime videos that I made?
Is it in there?
It's in there.
Okay, that's probably where I'm thinking of. That's probably where I heard you talking about it. So there's proof. Watch your videos, Jay, and watch your videos.
Yeah, watch Jay's videos like we do.
Jay Garridian on YouTube.
Yeah.
What is Wandance about, though? It's by an author named Coffee. Mm-hmm. Very interesting. They seem to be based on like the notes inside the volume, like like the author always puts little notes in there and stuff. Mm-hmm. They seem to have a background in dancing as well, because this manga is about dancing, is the obvious thing, which is right in the name. And Wan is, I believe, short for Wanda, because that's one of the characters is Wanda. Yeah. So Wanda and Wandance, however you want to read it, it's kind of like a double entendre a little bit.
Mm-hmm. It's like a pun.
Basically what this, sorry?
It's like a pun.
Almost like a pun, yeah. Basically what this one's about, though, is there's a sad boy. He's your very typical sad boy. Think like Gojo from Dress Up Darling, where he's not necessarily like sad, but he's not exactly very confident. He's got some like personal issues going on with him. And then he meets this like manic pixie dream girl, and basically it's not so much a romance, but there's definitely romance factors there. And basically together these two discover and fall in love with dance after joining the dance club, basically. And it all kicks off when the main character basically sees the main girl, Wanda, who's definitely like, she's the one who sells the cover art, I would say. She's like the main character design that catches your eye. And that's kind of probably by design. And he kind of catches her dancing in a hallway in her school uniform. And he's like, what the heck's she doing? And then blah, blah, blah. And then they end up joining the dance club. And then this manga kicks off for real. And they discover themselves through the art of dance, guys.
Mm-hmm. Now, Mike, go.
Yeah. That's my dance.
We teased it in the first half, so you had to do it.
Yeah.
Except the listeners can't see my arms.
We put Chekhov's gun on the mantle.
Yeah. I'll do some voguing. I only know what that is because Le Seraphim did it in one of their music videos.
Not Madonna's Vogue?
No, not that one. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Another music video.
I think I've summarized it. Is there anything you guys think I left out about it?
No, I think that was a pretty clean, concise, to the point summary of how we get into it. Yeah, it's about dancing. Yeah. It's about dancing. Yeah.
It's about dancing. So we talked about what it's about, and Mike kind of alluded to it a little bit in his summary, but what would you guys like compare this to as a manga? Mike went for that one, so I'm going to throw it over to Cole this time.
Oh, thank you, Jay. For me, I felt a lot of, not a lot of, but the comparison I immediately made was Medalist. That was the one. It's it gets very nitty gritty sometimes into like the details of Medalist gets into figure skating. This gets into like kind of
dance,
not hip hop dancing, but like dancing. Not ballet or ballroom dancing. It's a niche thing.
I'd say like hip hop would be the umbrella that it covers.
Yeah. Also, like the concept of like the main character kind of being new to it and discovering themselves through it and finding their identity in this new form of expression. It's interesting though, because like I felt like this was a very apt comparison, but it's not really on the list of comparable manga.
Yeah,
which was surprising.
Mine wasn't either, and I thought that was kind of odd because I feel like this is like a very established genre now of this like basically kind of self-conscious boy meets manic pixie dream girl, and they like discover something together and then become closer together, and it's kind of like almost a romance, almost a sports, almost like it's like this weird blending of a bunch of genres to make this sort of new genre almost.
Yeah. Mike, you didn't explicitly say which one it was.
I didn't want to go because Jay didn't throw it to me. He doesn't when I do things without his say so.
Cole could also throw it to you.
I'm throwing it. I'm hucking it at Mike like hard.
Yeah.
So
I also kind of spoiled it a little bit. Like this one reminded me a lot of like Dress Up Darling.
Yeah.
My Dress Up Darling, because the main character has very similar aspects to like a Gojo from that. Not from Jujutsu Kaisen,
not
but
Satoru Gojo.
Yeah. Not Satoru Gojo. Wakana Gojo.
Yeah.
He's very kind of like, he's not necessarily, I wouldn't say sad, but he's not like confident. He's lacking confidence, and he has
a stutter.
issue with stuttering. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And which seems directly tied to his confidence as well.
Yeah, he very much like doesn't want to start like conflict or anything. He very much just wants to blend into the background, at least at the beginning.
But that kind of seems like a trauma response to me a little bit too.
Yeah.
Like a confidence thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
No, definitely. Yeah. That's
so
definitely
it's that aspect of it, plus also like this kind of niche sort of stylish hobby that they have of dance that they kind of like basically is the thing that bonds them together. I found that was just the comparison kind of made itself. And like Cole said, like I was surprised I quickly looked at the Annie list for this one and I didn't see it in the recommendations, honestly. So I was kind of like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But probably the recommendations are more based on the dance aspect, like the more surface level stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas we go for vibes.
Yeah.
Go for the vibe.
Sorry. I was just going to say the other thing that reminded me of, I know I threw it to Mike, but there was just one other thing I wanted to bring up with the comparison with Medalist is the art in it is a little sketchy at times. Like it's not super, super highly detailed until it is. Which was I found the art similar as well to Medalist, but sorry. Now Jay, I'm hucking this football at the ground, and it's coming right for your crotch.
I'm gonna take it back from where I threw it, and say that the first thing that came to mind, aside from obviously like You're Welcome to the Ballrooms and Dance Dancers and that whatever, was Haikyuu. Just kind of like a story of two people who have very different backgrounds. One obviously like more talented, and more like not talented in the sense of like they
naturally gifted.
They're better, but like in the sense that like they've clearly done this longer, and they've and they have they have more skill in it at the moment than the main guy who like is interested in the sport or the activity, but they haven't done it before and they're just starting out. And so you get to see two main characters with a bit of a dynamic on one learning to get better and one lauded for like, oh, this person's really good. Which is done in Haikyuu with Hinata just coming in and Kageyama being like a prodigy.
That's interesting too, because like I was kind of saying, I feel like this one probably, I don't know if it does, I didn't look, but I feel like it wouldn't naturally get the sports tag, but it felt very sportsy to me.
I think it does have the sports tag.
Maybe it does. I don't actually know, but I just feel like if I told someone this, here's a good sports manga for you, Wandance, they'd be kind of like, what?
Under genres, it does have sports.
Okay, I did. Like I said, I didn't check. So
I would compare. Like, of course, it is listed sports, but I would compare it's listed. It's comparable to sports in the same way that like Sound Euphonium is, where it's like this is a sports anime or sports manga, but like it's not really like they're competing and all of that, and this is obviously much more physically involving than like the band aspect of Sound Euphonium is. But I guess that's another bonus comparison that I would make there. Kind of,
yeah,
a little bit. I think that Sound Euphonium does focus a little bit more on the drama, whereas this kind of like it leans very heavily into the dance aspect of it. And that but it is there are I mean you can compare anything to anything, so
and that's what we do.
I think this is very similar to Devilman Crybaby in the way that I don't know. I couldn't even. Jay said, you compare anything to anything, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try. And then
you can.
There are multiple
like
characters involved in this.
Like
and they
when you contrast things, that's still comparing.
Yeah, and the main character has like dark hair and is kind of like a little bit shy and self-confident, and then his partner, that is his foil, is blonde and more outgoing. Yeah.
Excellent comparison, Mike.
Well,
yes.
Cole kind of alluded to this, so I'm gonna start with just kind of like the nitty-gritty look of the manga itself. So what stood out about the art style and character designs in this manga? Was there anything there that stood out to you?
Let's start with Mike. What do you think, Michael?
Well, I thought this one was like, it's a very unique art style, I thought. And I thought that was kind of worth mentioning a little bit. Like specifically the character designs, most of the characters kind of look like you've sort of seen character designs like that before, especially in this more like stylistic, like Cole mentioned earlier. Like oftentimes this is a very stylistic manga. Like the dance scenes in particular are very stylized in a very unique way. And I'm sure we'll talk about that a bit more.
Yeah.
But specifically about the character designs, I felt like the main two really stood out because like the main guy's kind of like your typical like tall, kind of quiet shoujo hunk style type guy, I would say.
Yeah.
But like the main girl, Wanda, I feel like she's purposely designed to look completely different from everybody else in the manga.
Yes.
And I think that's very intentional.
Yeah. A lot of the characters do look similar. Like I did have a tough time kind of telling them apart, but not Wanda. And I think that's intentional.
I think honestly, like there are a couple that I could tell apart. There were obviously our main two there. And then Iori, the senpai.
He was pretty unique too. But that's because there's like 3 guys in this manga.
Yeah.
But I had a good chuckle because there's like a panel where like they show every character in the dance club. And there's like 30 of them. Yeah. And I'm like, I looked at them like, they all look the same. And then it kind of just went to the next page.
I just kind of swiped through that too.
Yeah.
It was like, I'm not going to bother learning all of these names and everything.
No,
there's a few characters who stand out. There's one other senpai who stands out. She was that one who kind of, there was like that moment where she mentions like, oh, you and me should be a team. Like we have like the right height difference. She was very unique as well. She kind of had the twin tail thing going on. But otherwise, like the president kind of looks like that other, like, I don't know the names. What was the president's name? She had like a
Onchan?
I don't know.
On.
Yeah, that's right.
On looked a lot like the other first year who was kind of like a little standoffish to everybody. Like the only difference between them was kind of their bangs. Like everybody kind of has the same like body features. Like they're all just very thin dance type girls. So I had a tough time kind of telling people apart sometimes.
I think like for me, the only characters that really like didn't do anything for me were just the extras in the club. But like, and honestly, like they didn't really do much anyway. So
yeah, they were there to be there.
Yeah,
they were there to be. We have a large club.
Yes.
But like the characters that mattered, I felt like stood out really well. It was weird because when I first started reading the manga, Kotani, our main guy there, I thought like, oh, he just looks like a typical mob character. But like as he gets into it, he starts to look more and more like a cool hip hop dancer, and I was like, oh
yeah,
like I think he actually does look really cool.
He's kind of plain looking in like the best way, you know, like he's just kind of got like the Beatles mop hair going on. It makes him kind of stand out. Also, he's just like way taller than everyone else. Like even among the other male characters, he's just a very, very tall person.
I did feel that like as Jay kind of alluded to, I did feel by like the end of volume 3, I felt like the author kind of ironed out the character designs a little bit. Like I felt like they kind of took a little more firm shape and they're a little more unique and better designed, I guess. Yeah. And I will also shout out quickly that like the characters in this wear different outfits.
Yes.
like which is like one of the
the
coolest
drip-
things is the fashion in this.
The drip in this is like crazy good.
I love the random like English words they'll have on their shirts all the time.
Yeah.
That made me crack up. And the name brand stuff. Like they did a good job of like having people wearing like Adidas or Champion, but like kind of, you know, it wasn't like the, you know, McDonald's has always changed to WickDonald's in anime to avoid it. They did different ways of like, it wasn't like Adidas. It was Adidas. They just kind of like blocked off
Spelt
the
it
A or something like
Yeah.
No, they spelled it correctly. It was just like they would block off like a portion of the logo or something like that to make it.
There's a lot of like
grounded
name
stuff.
drops in this.
Yeah,
and it was kind of
stuff.
interesting.
Yeah.
And
I will say, I was just going to kind of defend myself with the character thing. Like I could tell the characters apart. It was just like at a glance.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm with you on that, Cole. Don't feel bad. I had a hard time telling people apart in this one too. Other than like the main 4, I would say, I really, if you put them in front of me and without any like labels, I'd have a hard time.
Yeah. Okay, good. I'm not a weirdo.
Well, speaking of being able to like pick up on things and tell things apart and understand the manga's intent, this manga is about dancing, and that's very important. And the thing that they need to nail with a dancing manga is, can you understand what's going on? So with how the paneling is structured and the dancing is structured, were you able to understand how the dancing movement worked, or like was that confusing to you?
It's my turn.
Did it convey the dancing well?
Yeah, it's my turn this time, and here
Cool.
I come.
Yeah.
Here I come, and I'm mad. I'm angry. I'm upset. No, I'm not that upset, but I will say, no, I was confused quite often. I didn't know what was going on. The panels were cool looking, but like very, very over exaggerated sometimes. It was like, I don't think people can move like that. But I guess if you just took a snapshot of a moment in time, I guess your body could for a split second kind of contort itself into these weird poses that the characters are in. What I do kind of want to just mention is like the different art styles that it would use sometimes. It did this cool like watercolor pastel, like watercolory kind of
almost like this. It kind of gave off this what's like this calligraphy style. Is what I was
which were very cool, very hype and everything, but I found myself thinking like, what is happening? But I guess that's just kind of trying to convey
it's
dance through singular images rather than...
I thought about this and like when I was starting out to read, I was kind of with you where I was like, what is going on? But then I thought about it, and I was like, well, to someone who, like, is looking at a breakdancer breakdancing, like, they don't know the nitty-gritty of what's going on. But they're like, this looks cool. And that's exactly the reaction I got while reading this manga. I'm like, I have no idea what's going on with this dancing, but it sure looks cool.
Yeah. The other aspect of... Sorry, Mike, before I just move on to you, before I forget this point. The other aspect of the dancing in it is all of these characters are very, very thin and lanky and long. So like their limbs are just kind of like flying off into random directions and stuff. Yeah. So just to
they're
kind
very
of blend
Waluigi.
Very Waluigi, and to blend in the character design aspect of it, like that works well for what I think the mangaka is trying to convey.
I will say, like,
super thin.
With how the art and the paneling and the design of all the dancing is, the aura farming is crazy, man. There's a lot of cool aura farming in this manga.
Yeah.
They try very hard. Yeah. I will say that again, like I said with the character designs, I felt like the art definitely improved after the first volume. I would say. I think the first volume in particular was kind of rough to tell what the hell was going on. But then they kind of like simplified it a little bit and made it a little like it seemed like, again, like the author kind of figured out, okay, this works, this doesn't, and then they adapted, and kind of by volume 3 I felt like I could actually kind of like tell what they were doing a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. Like in the third volume, there's kind of like this dance off that two characters are having, and I could kind of get a sense of like what was happening actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's probably just the like Jay was saying, this was a monthly release, so by the time we're getting to the third volume. That's like he's
a year,
couple years in. Yeah, like so.
Well,
that's
a year,
13 chapters.
Yeah.
So 13 months.
Okay, a year. Yeah.
But like the other thing too is I feel like the author too is up against like this is such a challenge because how do you first of all, music manga, how do you do that, right? Music and manga. Famously, the thing with manga is it doesn't have sound, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dancing is pretty heavily required with sound, right? It even like kind of alludes to it in the manga by having all these like name drop songs, like kind of in the idea that like you probably know these songs a little bit. Like they dropped Ed Sheeran's "Shape of You" and a Zed song, very much lost in Japan, and you can kind of fill in the gap. I think they're hoping you can fill in the gaps a little bit with the music
there.
Or
listen to it.
Or listen to it, yeah. And the other thing that famously manga doesn't have is motion. And that's also the other key. There's like two things that make up dance. It's music and motion. And manga has neither of them. So I will like applaud them for even attempting and doing what I would consider a good job of capturing the kind of the nature of dance in still images with no sound.
Yeah, you got to give it its props for being creative enough to come up with methods of kind of expressing that movement and sound and everything through still images, which good job. Yeah,
it's basically like they gave him they set themselves up for like an impossible task, and I think they did a good job with it. So yeah.
Jay, what do you think though?
About the music part?
No, about the conveying dance in it.
I kind of said like
I think
you said what you wanted to say. Okay, I just wanted to make sure there was nothing else. You kind of just interjected while we were talking, but you got your points across.
I got my point across. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But moving on. Now we're gonna move into like the dancing itself, because I feel like that from both a story aspect as well as a as well as like explaining how it's going on aspect is a very big part of this manga as well. So how does Wandance introduce dancing? Like, what's the impression it gives off? And is this first impression able to intrigue someone who has no idea what, like, the first thing about this K-pop style of dancing is? Mike, if you wanna start,
Sure.
or I guess, you know what? I'll start. I haven't started yet.
Oh,
I'll start.
okay.
I'm gonna throw it back to me.
You throw the ball up in the air and you catch it.
Yeah.
He like threw it pass to me, and then he intercepted his own pass and brought it back.
It's fast.
Yeah,
it's fast.
But anyway,
no, you don't get to talk. Okay, go ahead.
No, I just like I
let her rip. Go ahead.
I should take some sometimes. So this manga introduces dancing in a way where like our main character comes across Wanda dancing in like kind of outside the school in a very secluded area, and he sees her and he thinks of her as like someone who was kind of free, and he looks at it as like a freeing thing. And I thought that was a very interesting take on dancing, and obviously like it's a very I think it is a very like obvious take, but like it's still the way it's conveyed with how Kotani is introduced as a character, I think was a very cool way to do it. As for like introducing someone to the idea of dance, I think that like I think through the story and like through how that freeing message affects the characters, you can get into it through that and then retroactively kind of learn along the way. But like if you don't know, if you do know, I feel like you'd kind of have a more like understanding of where they're coming from a little bit.
The dancing is basically just now here I'm going to get like very like high school English. It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor, you know.
Yeah.
It's a metaphor for expression and all of that.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of like how I looked at it. Like I didn't really care about the dancing aspect of it per se, but I did appreciate the it was a way for a character who has a tough time expressing himself to express himself. So it kind of introduces dance as not necessarily dance, but just another form of expression for these characters. And that's and but still had enough there for like the dance snobs to be like, oh, I know this, I know that.
And I kind of felt like this one, again, bringing it back to my comparison of Dress Up Darling, like Dress Up Darling does a great job of teaching you about the art of cosplay. Stuff like you know, like it kind of holds your hand enough because it knows you know nothing about it. I feel like this manga in particular kind of it did that to a degree, but it definitely it seemed like it was more of like the equivalent of when you have like one of these teachers who they know a lot about the stuff, so they kind of forget what you might not know as someone who knows nothing about it. So at times I did feel like it would reference things like it would say like popping or something. This is very similar to like a popping, and if you know dance or whatever. And I kind of know what that is because I kind of know a little bit about dance just from my love of K-pop stuff, but like I don't really know what that is. And just to quickly say, oh, it's like popping doesn't do much for me really. And I feel like of the three of us, I probably know the most about dance if I had to guess. And if I'm confused by that a little bit, I feel like this one, I could see very easily how you'd get kind of confused. I don't think to answer the question that was actually posed is, does it do a good job of explaining the nuances of dance, or did it rely on you knowing a bit? And I think it definitely relied on you knowing a bit about dance. Yeah,
I think like here's the thing. I'm a white guy from Manitoba, right? I don't dance.
Yeah, exactly. My dance is here. I'll show you my dance.
All right. Yeah, exactly. Very, basically, very not funky. We don't have any funk in us. I understand. Like all of this just feels to me like R&B dancing, which is cool. Like, but that's
usually what it is, though.
That's kind of like the end of what I know. But they're referring to the big one that I was confused about was house dancing.
Yeah,
and I know house music like Daft Punk. But I've never heard the term house dancing. So I did sometimes feel a little alienated at times about
it's weird dance. Though, like the manga does take like little asides to explain,
it tries
like, the like the bare minimum of like what they're talking about, but like it's such a small description, especially for house dancing, that it was like, sure, I guess. I feel like and we'll get to this later. I feel like when the anime comes out, it'll be able to convey it a lot better. Just because,
for sure.
Like how we were talking about with the paneling, just kind of being a little not great at conveying how the manga or how the dancing works. When the anime comes out, we'll be able to actually see like, okay, that's how it differs from like hip hop or popping or whatever.
But again, at the same time, it's like, it doesn't really matter though, you know, like
in the grand scheme of the story, not really. All
I need to know is that all of these characters have different styles of dance, and they're all different. That's really all I need to know. The anime, I think, will do a better job of telling me the differences. What I want is a character like that Australian breakdancer in the Olympics who's just really bad. That's what I want to see. Or somebody doing the robot. Then I'll be like, yes, I like your take, Cole.
And I kind of want to mention too, you were like, like as a Midwestern white guy, I feel like I don't identify with a lot of these dances. Yeah. Cole's like, let's bring in the goddamn square dance into this thing. I want a square dance.
I want boot scoot and boogie. Everybody knows that one.
Boogie.
I don't feel like you're not going to get it. I don't think that's the intention of
there are no,
well, but maybe there'll be a square dancing competition in Japan.
I did want to quickly though push back on your idea that technically you're correct. Does the technical information about dancing, is it key to this story? No. But is it key to your, like, the thing is, it kind of like, it puts enough in there that it makes you like, it just confuses you more than it helps you, I would say.
It needs either
more or less, right?
It's Chekhov's gun thing. Like in the sense that like you're telling me these are different, but like to me, like they're all kind of the same. So I think those are there for like the dance fans who are like,
Yes.
oh, okay, like I can picture this guy's doing house dancing. This guy's doing,
Yes.
I'm trying to think of like another obscure dance style that they talked about. I
was going to say Eurostep, but that's basketball. I don't. So again, we don't know dance, but I just wanted to quickly push back in before we moved on to the next point a little bit, because I do think it. Yeah, I think it did matter a little bit on your enjoyment.
It matters in the grand scheme of like them moving and like when they say like, oh, I'm skilled at this, so like when I go into this style, it's weird for me.
But like I feel like saying someone's good at freestyle versus or like battles and stuff. I feel like you can kind of get a sense of like what the difference is there.
I understood that. Yeah, like there's the competition aspect of it where they have a choreographed dance and they're all dancing as a group, where as the manga progresses, they kind of start talking more about like freestyling and battling, dance battles, where it's like, oh, okay, so this is like freestyle rap or like improvisation in music. Like they're just kind of taking what they know and expressing themselves more directly rather than through
but I don't think we needed like a Jujutsu Kaisen equivalent of like we didn't need a page of text explaining what house dance is.
I appreciated that it was very not vague but brief.
Yeah, I think that the biggest downfall for like how this manga works is that it suffers from the limitations of a manga.
Yes,
really.
Yeah,
which is we keep saying it, but I have high hopes for the anime.
Yes, yeah, it's I will also say it is interesting how they work around those limitations. I do just want to keep coming back to that. That's not a bad thing. I don't think those limitations necessarily. Yeah.
But you know what wasn't limiting in this manga was the characters. And this next section, we're going to talk about the characters a little bit. I think to start off, I think I'm just going to start with a broad, what did we think of our main duo? You know what? I threw it to Mike last time and then I took it back. So Mike, you get you get the ball this time.
Oh, I get it. Okay, cool.
It's a handoff this time. It's a handoff this time.
No, I'm actually going to give it to your microphone. No, I'm joking.
Mike's Mike. Okay, cool. The main duo of this one is I feel like they're kind of the ones that really matter, which is like kind of obvious. They're the main duo for a reason. But like in terms of investment, I feel like they're the only two you really have any reason to give a damn about for the most part in this one.
I think for the first 13 chapters for sure.
Yeah, and that's all I've read, so that's all I would know. Honestly, even then, like I feel like the main dude. I kept getting this thought as I was like reading this one a little bit. Is like I enjoy the dynamics between the two main characters, Wanda and Kotani, but like. At the same time, I sort of felt like this story was sort of being told. You're like in the eyes of Kotani. He is the camera, right? Like you're the one whose perspective you're seeing. But I feel like the person who really like makes stuff happen in this one so far is Wanda. Like I feel like she's like kind of the driving force of this one. And like they kind of allude to it a little bit, where like the main character Kotani's like. I'm just going to tag along for the ride, basically.
Yeah.
And I felt like it kept teasing me with a bit of romance too, but it kind of like also pulled it back. And I kind of couldn't get a good feel on like what the dynamic between these two really is. Cause they're both kind of awkward people and they kind of don't really say what they actually think a lot of the time. So I'm curious what you guys thought of like the dynamics between the main two.
I liked it. I liked it in the sense that like Wanda is kind of a crutch for our main boy sometimes. So like you can tell like the story of this is going to be kind of him learning to express himself rather than relying on other people to do it. I like their dynamic though. I like their dynamic for sure in the sense that they have good chemistry for sure.
Yeah.
And I do like kind of where stuff is going. You kind of get a sense that like their paths may start to kind of diverge a little bit in terms of their careers in quotation marks. So I'm curious how they would balance their friendship /
relationship,
budding romance, potential budding romance, and their professional dancing relationship.
Mhm.
So I definitely like their chemistry. They both seem to be good foils and good friends at the same time, though.
Yeah.
Rivals.
Yeah,
in that
I think
sense,
you put it well. Honestly, they're
Yeah.
kind of they're a lot of things. So like it's a very complex relationship they have, even though they sort of don't say a lot about their relationship, but they kind of both are kind of aware that there's sort of like this weird vibe between them, sort of.
Yeah, it's good show don't tell. Like we don't get a lot of like, oh my god, I love him.
Yeah.
Or, I love her.
It felt kind of real, like in the way that it's like very muddy, like it's very unclear where they stand.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
What do you think, Jay?
Yeah, I think that like the main reason why like a lot of this story kind of feels like the Wanda show for a lot of it is partially because like she's the one who brings him in to this whole thing. She's the one who like gets all the attention from everyone in the club when it starts out. And like he's just kind of still figuring it out. Like he just learned that or he just like observed how free she looked and wanted to be like that. So he's trying to learn his own self-expression, like Cole was saying. And he's using her as kind of like help to get there, but he's not there yet.
Like a crutch.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I get that. I have a feeling later on he will become more into his own, and they'll kind of stand on the same level. But at this
they sort of alluded to it a little bit in this, where they say like, oh, like she's this incredibly natural like dancer, and then sometimes they're like, oh, but that guy in a freestyle, that's who I'd be scared of.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like a crazy thing to say about a guy who's been dancing for a few months, right? But
they kind of say like, she has obviously the talent from dancing, just her love of dance, but he has like that raw talent that hasn't had a chance to be polished.
That you kind of can't learn, sort of.
Yeah. And you get the seeds too planted of her kind of getting that card from that guy. And he kind of just is not blown off per se, but he kind of gets criticism from him rather than he gets praise.
Yeah. It's clear
which is
the guy's
fine.
not as
like,
interested.
I don't think he's uninterested. I think he's just like, you still have more to learn. You can see the potential, but he's still got stuff to polish, which is interesting. It's a cool dynamic, which again kind of plants that seed for them going in different directions, I think.
Yeah. And then just I want to take a little deeper look at Kotani under a microscope. He has a stutter, and it is shown off in his it is introduced and then shown off a lot in his dialogue. Did this add to or detract from his character, do you think?
I would have to say it adds to it. It kind of solidifies that aspect of him having a very difficult time expressing himself to other people. So it gives that dance aspect of his character more. It puts it more up front, right? So, and they do a good job of kind of like a lot of his dialogue is internal. So like it's what he wants to say, but just can't get it out. So when he goes to dancing, he has an opportunity to express himself more freely. I also just wanted to point out this is clearly the stand-in character for the author, because I think one of the little blurbs the author has is he kind of talks about the stutter that he has as well.
I was going to mention that. Yeah.
So it's kind of autobiographical in that sense as well. So it's very interesting.
Yeah, he's pretty. I would agree with you that he's pretty clearly the stand-in character for the author. And like almost unapologetically so. And I kind of like that about this, because it felt like a lot of the details about him felt very real. Like it felt very fleshed out and like deep and nuanced. Whereas I feel like I've seen I've seen stutters in like manga and anime before, and it just kind of felt like you just have a character that just talks like this for no reason, and you're just like, well, that's
it's
but
just,
in this one it made sense. It felt right. It felt like
it's a mental block that he has, and they kind of talk about the different types of stuttering that people have, and it kind of made me think like, I think we all kind of have that sometimes where like we don't know what to say, so we kind of just like don't say anything. Which was an interesting, because you don't think about that as a stutter, right? Like it's just kind of a thing that everybody has, but obviously this is much more debilitating for him than it is for like me when I can't quite come up with a word, and like, you know,
or like me when it feels like my brain's moving too fast for my mouth and I start tripping over my words. Like, is that a stutter? I don't know. You know, like
but like there's levels to this. There's very levels relatable to this. Yeah, for sure.
And so, I think at the same time, just like the fact that it's treated with, and obviously if it is really because of the author, it's treated with such care that like it's not just a quirk that they threw in because like, well, he can't just be a normal guy. We need some kind of, but like it feels like there's a lot of thought put into it, and a lot of care, and it really ties into that freeing messaging of dance, and how and you find out later, like when he's thinking about dance, that stutter goes away.
Or when he's upset about something, like there's a chapter early on where he's kind of like telling his friends he's upset about something, and he's not really thinking about what he's saying, he's just saying it, and they say like, you didn't stutter there.
They call it out right away. They're like, you didn't stutter that whole time. And then he's like, he's so worked up that he just leaves anyway.
Because it like again ties into that whole message of like when you're free, you can just be yourself. Express yourself.
And I like the other thing I like about the stutter too, quickly before we go on, is I like that it kind of gives you this real time like gauge for his internal dialogue a little bit. Because when he's stuttering, you can tell he's nervous and stuff like that, even though he says he's not at one point. But it gets worse when he's nervous, for sure. You kind of get, it's like a temperature gauge for his internal model. Like
I think the reason they say like, oh, it's not because I'm nervous, is like, people often, like, no matter who you are, you'll stutter if you're really nervous, right?
Right.
But he's saying like, no, like, I'm not nervous. It's just a thing that I have.
It's an actual it's an actual issue I have. I think you're right.
No, I think it's an important aspect to his character.
And honestly, like I think it's the most important aspect to his character, honestly. Because I don't think the message would work as well if he didn't have something like that. Honestly.
Some hurdle he has to overcome. For sure.
But speaking of like the messaging and the theming, did we think that the theming of this manga was consistent?
I know I just
over to Cole.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say I know I just went first, but this was my point that I wanted to bring up. Whether or not the theming was consistent. It's not necessarily theming. It's things that they kind of talk about early on in the manga that they kind of just drop. So, for example, Wanda makes these funny faces all the time, and it's a character aspect to her early on in the manga, and they kind of just go away. She stops making these weird, funny faces. The other thing that I was disappointed with was they talked a lot about like the musical aspect of dance, like how to count. Like most people just do 1, 2, 3, 4, ignoring the offbeats, the upbeats. So they talk about 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So you get that syncopation, and I like that, like as a musical person. So, but they kind of drop that, and
I'm gonna take the cat way out of the bag and say I'm caught up on this manga.
We know.
And it kind of goes back to that a little bit later on.
Okay.
But not
do you guys know what I mean though? Like,
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
it's just an aspect of starting
That
a
specific
manga and
thing-
exploring what works
Like,
and what doesn't work.
later on. You find out like Wanda does have another quirk with her that they kind of like settle on later on. But I don't think she has it when they start out. She starts like talking to herself while she's dancing.
Yeah, she does that.
She kind of does
Yeah.
like the Michael Jackson noises while she's dancing, which I like.
Yeah.
Where she's doing like the
Lots of Michael Jackson love in this one too, which is kind of cool.
Well, I mean, come on, it's MJ. You know, like say what you will about him, but like he was
the guy could dance.
King of pop.
The guy could dance. King of pop. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that was kind of the thing. But like Mike was kind of alluding to, and I said, like, I think that's just an aspect of this manga trying to kind of find what worked and what didn't work. And for me personally, like, there were just some things that I was into that were kind of dropped.
I don't think that, like, if you're going to be reading this, that's going to be a deal breaker, though. Like,
I don't think so either. It was just something I wanted to point out. Yeah.
That's kind of what I was going to say as a response to you, is that I think that a lot of that stuff was early manga syndrome a little bit. And I think a bit of it to me just felt like this is like the beginner stuff that he's learning, specifically like with the upbeats and stuff like that. I was kind of like, oh, that's just like level 1, day 1 stuff that he's learning. Yeah. And I wouldn't think that an experienced dancer who's been dancing for years would have to think about that as much. It would just come natural.
Yeah. It was just like they talked about him like, oh, he's really good at like understanding the song like immediately. And that was another thing where it was like they kind of lose that. They don't like, I thought his superpower was going to be that like he's really good at like picking up on the feel of the song.
I feel like it went, because even like to like the final little like freestyle there, I feel like that was his superpower, really.
Well, I mean, like that is freestyle, right? Like being able to pick up on that.
I don't know. I guess it was just a bit more upfront.
Yes.
Yeah. Because that is his superpower.
That is his specialty.
He can hear. He understands and resonates with the music, which is crazy. Which is like kind of cool too, because like it does use like real songs in this. Yeah, and I feel like that makes it extra resonant with you a little bit.
And just speaking of that, like, did the inclusion of the real songs, like, do we like it, or and just going on into our next segment of like multimedia, the multimedia aspect of this, how did we like the inclusion of the real songs, and how do we think like the anime will handle it, as a second question? So first off, we're going to talk about the manga portion of it. I'm going to throw it off to Mike because Cole took the last two. So
okay. Do I like the inclusion? Absolutely. Specifically in this, because like I said earlier, this is a still image with no sound. So you kind of need that extra level of like depth to it, where it's like, there's a chance you might know the song. If you don't, you could look it up if you care enough. But like, there is a way you can hear this song in the manga in your head, right? Like that's it's a possibility by having notes. Exactly. By having the real song in there, they give you that like extra layer of depth that you can kind of fill in for yourself. I feel like I guess I have a take on the anime thing. Maybe I'll save that for a sec, but I do have. Nah.
Let the conversation flow.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that will matter less for the actual anime. Personally, I feel like it will include some licensed music, but it might not include all licensed music. And I feel like that will matter less because you can hear it. So you don't need to fill in those gaps. It doesn't need to have a Neo song, for example, in it, because you'll be able to hear the music and you'll be like, oh, that obviously makes sense to me, you know? And that's kind of my hot take, is like, I feel like when the anime does air, if it doesn't include that Lost in Japan song that they practiced multiple times by Zed, people will be upset. And I feel like it doesn't necessarily need to have the exact songs from the manga. It would be nice if it did, but I don't think it has to. What do you guys think?
I feel like of course, just the first portion, completely agree with Mike. I really like the inclusion of actual music in this manga. It really anchors it in the real world, along with things like the name brand clothing that people are wearing. being real music. It's not just like generic hip hop beats, you know, like you would see in a closed captioning on something like hip hop.
There's music
hip-hop
notes,
beats,
hip-hop music plays.
Yeah.
It's cool to have like actual music. What I will say though is there's a lot of music that's like integral to the plot. Like they talk about Michael Jackson. He's watching the music video for Black and White.
Yeah.
I am
Bad
concerned.
Guy by Billie Eilish would be one I would consider as well as pretty integral to the plot.
Yeah.
Which
like
is kind of cool that it's like these cool modern songs as well as old throwbacks.
Yeah. I am concerned about them not using the actual music. I'm not concerned, but I'm curious what they're going to do. Like, are they going to be able to license maybe a handful like Billie Eilish, as I call her, or Michael Jackson with Black or White. The Zed song, Lost in Japan, like it's important in the sense like that's the song that they perform to.
Yeah.
But you could probably get away with just kind of a generic song there. But like I do think like some of the music is important and it needs to be included.
I think I agree with you, Cole. I do.
Yeah. Where do you come down on this, Jay?
I think personally, like as long as the heart of what they're trying to go for is conveyed, then like you can kind of get rid of whatever. However, like as a manga, I really liked it. I think that like having the ability to let your reader search up like the music that they're listening to see like where their feel for the dance comes from, and get that just little extra level of immersion into the characters, and that is a really, really cool and I'd say smart idea.
Yeah. Again, it anchors it in the real world, and that's like I'm concerned about that anchor not being there for the anime, I guess.
Because frankly, there's just no way it will be able to license every song from
be tough.
the manga. There's just no way.
Like Mike said though, like with it being an audio and visual medium, the anime, you don't really need that extra level of connection that you would with like a manga where it's just pictures on a page.
I do kind of agree with Cole that there are some that I feel like they'd have to get creative to make sure they match the vibe.
I could see like just like a shot of like behind the monitor or the TV that he's looking at. Someone comes into frame like, oh, you're watching the classics or something like that, you know? Like,
and you can kind of tell it's MJ, for example. That makes sense. And frankly, the studio that's doing it, I have faith in them. They do some pretty good work.
I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's just one of those kind of hurdles I've got to jump over. Again, another classic music video, Black or White, Michael Jackson, iconic with the morphing and stuff at the end of the music video.
Yeah,
peak.
Well,
peak stuff.
Like Mike was alluding to, MADHOUSE is doing the adaptation of this anime, or this manga, this upcoming fall. How do we feel about this, and what do we think it's going to be like? Do we think it's going to be good? Do we think it's going to be bad? Where are our thoughts headed? I'm going to take this one.
Yeah, I was going to say, where are yours, Jay? You go. Finish us off.
I am very 50-50 on this because, like I said with in both my video, and I think I alluded to when Mike announced that we were going to be doing this. The person who's doing the choreography for this is the choreographer for big K-pop bands like BTS, Twice, and things like that. Riehata, and I think like with that, I think the dancing is going to be really cool. I heard a little bit about like them doing mocap for the dancing.
I think you almost probably have to.
And
I mean in the trailer, like it looks pretty good too. Yeah.
So like I think that aspect will be cool. I'm just a little bit worried about direction. But like again, we've seen so little about this show that like I can't really make too much of a judgment call, aside from the name of the studio. And MADHOUSE is a big studio, but they're also like partnered with another studio to do this. So I don't know where the MADHOUSE ends and the other studio begins. Yeah. So it's tough.
It could be the other studio. The other studio's doing kind of the mocap-y stuff.
Yeah,
that's kind of the vibe I kind of got just from like quick look at it is I feel like Madhouse will do the majority of the stuff, and they might be farming out maybe the dance sequences to that other studio.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that could be.
They're really two very different things. Like just doing a pure anime, and then the dance sequences. Like we watched an idol anime as our last anime review. Like I feel like that's probably like it'll be a similar setup to like idol anime, where like the anime itself will be one thing, and then the dance stuff will be kind of a completely different style, which is kind of how it is in the manga too. So I feel like that's the one thing I'm sure of is there's just no way it'll be as the dance can be possibly as stylized as the manga.
Mhm.
And I think maybe that might be a detractor actually when it comes to the anime a little bit.
Yeah, I will say though, and I'll throw Cole a bone here. If for the stylized stuff, and I'm thinking of Haikyuu with this, I feel like Production IG would have done a good job with like the stylization of.
They do a great job for anything.
Yep. Yeah.
S tier studio, you know.
B tier.
But this is also the studio that did Free Ren too, so like I feel like they get.
Oh, of course.
Like
yeah, it's Madhouse. I mean, like. Yeah,
this is Madhouse we're talking about here, guys. They can do it. They can do it. They can do this well.
And I mean, just kind of going off the name of the other studio, Cyclone Graphics. Like, I got a feeling they're probably going to be handling the mocap-y stuff, which is totally fine. I think I am kind of higher, I think, than you guys are. Like, I think this can only benefit from being animated in terms of the dance aspects.
Let me be clear. I think the anime will far surpass this manga. Yeah. I think that there are things that it might stumble on, but I agree with you, Cole. I think that this can only benefit from being animated.
Yeah, with the exception of the licensed music and stuff like that. But there's
workarounds for that.
Yeah, that's just the aspect of it. But I'm excited to kind of see the different types of dance that people have. I feel like it'll do a better job of educating me personally. I think that's why they're making this anime, is for me personally.
It all comes back to you in the end.
So that I can understand how dance works and how to dance and how to become a more convincing human being.
We'll look forward to watching it on Disney Plus.
Disney
Lovely.
Plus, yeah. And they're merging now. Hulu and Disney Plus are like becoming one thing now. So we can stop saying Hulu, Disney Plus.
Yeah. Man, speaking of Disney Plus, they got that Alien show coming out soon. That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
They just had to throw that in. Get your bingo cards out. I mentioned Alien too.
Alien, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we all kind of say the same thing. Like, the anime,
optimistic.
Forward to it. Yeah, optimistic.
Yeah.
A little more than cautiously optimistic, I think.
I wouldn't even say cautiously. I just throw caution to the wind, Cole.
Yeah, no, you're right. I got to do it.
Yeah.
I got to do it. Yeah. All right.
Well, we've done it, boys. We've made it through this review, and the only thing that's left is our final thoughts and rating. So because Mike suggested this, he's going last. So I'm going to throw it over to Cole for his first, for the first final thoughts.
My least favorite place to be in the final thoughts part. The first one.
You do well in the front runner position, though. To be honest,
do I? Oh, thank you. Yeah. Well, right off the bat, I'm gonna say consider it. I would definitely consider reading this manga. I don't think I was quite as high as like Jay was, for example. I know Jay enjoys it. Obviously, he's current on it and everything. Coming into this review, honestly, I probably would have dropped, but just kind of talking about it. And kind of vocalizing my impressions of everything, expressing myself through this creative process that is reviewing through interpretive dance. I've kind of come around a little bit. I wouldn't say it tickles my jimmies per se. Like, I'm not a dance guy, so it doesn't really have the aspects of it that I'm too interested in on a surface level. But of course, I'm interested in characters expressing themselves, kind of a not necessarily damaged main character, but a hesitant main character, I'll say. I like those aspects of it. So like even right now, personally, I'm considering continuing in the vein of our old way of reviewing things. And I would consider recommending it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. The aspect of it that I think I didn't enjoy was just having to read these long chapters that you guys told me there was only 13 and they were so long.
Well, that's kind of a personal thing, isn't it? That's really
skill issue. Yeah,
that's really just
sounds like a skill issue. Well, Cole, the next one is going to be 21 chapters, so look forward to that.
Yeah.
I'm curious if Cole considers 21 chapters long or short. I don't even know.
That's long, but we'll see.
Okay.
Jay, where do you come down on this?
It was weird. When I first started reading this, I was kind of a little hesitant to enjoy it. However, I don't want to talk about how I felt. How will you guys, the listeners, feel about this? So I think the thing that matters. Because we're reviewing it for you, and I'll throw my thoughts in there as well. Don't worry.
Please do.
So who would enjoy this? I think if you like, obviously, if you like hip hop dance, you'll enjoy this. I think, just right off the rip. And at the same time, if you're looking for something kind of like Haikyuu, kind of like Dress Up Darling, if they had a baby, this would probably be that. And I think if those things if that interests you, check this out. The aura farming in this is insane, and that's kind of where my interest in this went from like whatever to like, oh, this is actually kind of cool. When they go off dancing, when they go off dancing, it just looks really cool, and I think that's where this manga really shines.
When they animate it and they do the eye thing, which I know they're gonna do, Mike's literally gonna have to change his pants. I think.
That'll be me.
Yeah,
watching it dancing.
But if you like, the other one that I was gonna recommend was Blue Lock. I think like if you like Blue Lock, you'll find very similar enjoyment in this, just from that aura farming aspect. Obviously, like there are some cool character things to look out for, like his stutter and the message of like self-expression and freedom, and freedom and self-expression and stuff like that is really interesting, and I think that there is merit there. But mostly, the thing that I would recommend this for is if you love just stuff like that cool aura farming BS. But it worked for me. And it tickled my jimmies at the end of the day. So, I mean,
nice.
Hey.
Yeah. And like, as the guy who gets to go last, I get to say the beautiful line. You guys really said it all. I really don't have that much more to add, honestly. I feel like I'm somewhere in between you two on this one. I feel like I really did. I enjoyed my time with it, but at times, I think if it wasn't for the review, there's a good chance I might not have made it through 3 volumes of it, just because I felt like, for like a weird reason, I felt like as I was reading, I'm like, okay, I get it. I get what this is about. I get the vibe. I get the setup. I'm enjoying that. But I feel like this one is just when I would wait for the manga or wait for the anime to I'd rather just watch this animated. Like it'd be better animated. So like, I feel like that's why I would have dropped it. That said, like the characters in this are pretty interesting. They're unique enough to keep you interested, and like their setups and their kind of like personality traits and quirks are interesting enough to keep you invested. And you kind of want to see where things go from this point on. But like my personal recommendation to you and for myself would be to honestly just wait for the anime. It's coming out right away. Watch the anime when it comes out, and if you want more after the anime is done, because it's going to probably adapt about what we've covered in this, I would imagine. 3 volumes is usually about a season ish.
It feels like that would be where we ended, would be a good kind of stopping point for an anime, I think.
I think so too. Jay probably has a better feel for it, but regardless, I think my recommendation is consider reading this, but definitely consider watching it, because I feel like watching it has a chance to be a certified, to be honest with you. Like I feel like this has a chance to be a really, really good anime, and it's a good manga, honestly, but it does have enough things in it that made me kind of just like, this, I don't really like it. It lost me at times, but it kept pulling me back in, is what I'd say. So
What I will say is spoilers for the draft. I think this will probably be a pretty high draft pick.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Jay, thank you for hosting. Now it's my turn to host again.
I passed the ball over to you.
A round of applause for Jay. Yeah, so that was our review for Wandance. Let us know what you thought of it in the comments.
Or let us know if you're interested in checking it out.
Yeah, let us know if you're interested in taking up dance as a hobby now as well. I'm too old. My hips and my knees. They
for your health, you shouldn't.
Yeah.
No,
personally.
No, actually, for your health, you should. You know, those
should.
videos of like the old people dancing the samba and stuff. That'd be you.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Good for your hips.
Yeah, our next manga review is Kindergarten Wars, so look forward to that one. We've got anime reviews coming up as well. Our next anime review is in Invaded. That'll be in a couple weeks. And then our anime review after that is the winner of our Listener's Choice tournament that we had on our Discord, Buddy Daddies, so look forward to that. Thanks so much for listening to another episode of AniPro. If you liked it, please leave a like, subscribe, leave a review, tell a friend about us. If you really like us, why don't you consider supporting us on Patreon like these lovely people, Mr. Family Guy 36, Elijah Wood, Brain Dead B-Dog, Peach, Frama, Kratos, Just Juzz, Mog, Uncle of Light, Zaffron, and Mexi. By supporting us on Patreon, you get access to all sorts of perks, and it really helps out the show. We're also on social media at AniProPod. And please join our Discord community to keep up with us and other listeners. Links to everything is in the description or at our website, AniProPod.com. Mike, reporting in from the Green Void. Lead us in a round of bye-byes.
Well, I can tell you right now, the Green Void, it's only going to get greener, baby. My color, green. I like green. I don't know. Yeah. I recently got told at the eye doctor, my eye color, very rare. Very rare. It's green, it's blue. What is it? Who knows? Eyes. Apparently there's zero melanin in my eyes. That's why it looks like that. And with the cool eye fact to leave the podcast, I will say, as we do at the end of every episode of the AniPro podcast, bye-bye.
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 Here it is. I got it.
Bye-bye.
There we go.
I left you such a big runway.
I know. And I was
just mesmerized.
Yeah.